All right, folks, with the, let's call it a green light that's been given to hire 87,000 new IRS agents, many are raising the question, what exactly are they going to do? What are they going to do once they've been hired? Well, joining us now for more on the expansion of the IRS, the mayor of Orland Park, Illinois, congressional candidate Keith Pekau, and senior law enforcement analyst and former acting CBP Commissioner Mark Morgan. Gentlemen, good morning. This IRS thing, first off, where are you going to find 87,000 people, Keith, to work for the IRS? Nobody wants to work for the IRS.
I have no idea where they'll find 87,000 people to work for the IRS. I mean, every business in my town, every business in the district that I'm running for, they're struggling to find people to fill all their roles. And I can't imagine where they're going to find these 87,000 people. Yeah. They'll probably go after them with bonuses and everything else from small accounting firms, which leaves them in trouble in a difficult position to have people that can actually provide accounting services to the small businesses, the very small businesses that this act is going to attack, and the 87,000 IRS agents are going to go after.
Yeah, but Mark, the bigger problem with this, though, is, like the mayor was saying, is they're going to strip small businesses of those people. The job force, the job market's not that much. It's not going to get any bigger because of this. They're going to try to hire these 87,000 people. But look, the U.S. Army right now is offering up to $50,000 bonuses just for joining, and they're still 50% undermanned for the year. How are they going to do this, especially in wake of what a lot of Americans are seeing with the corruption in the FBI?
Yeah, Carl, let me put another little spin on this as well. So while they're trying to increase the IRS to 87,000, it will make it the largest enforcement agency in the United States. It will be larger than 10 top federal law enforcement agencies combined. The FBI, the DEA, Homeland Security, United States Secret Service, Marshals, Federal Bureau of Prisons, Capitol Police, Federal Protective Service. I could go on, Carl. Yeah. The IRS will be larger than all those agencies I just rattled off. Now we're going through an unprecedented open border crisis, a fentanyl crisis, and a national security vulnerabilities in our country. The agencies that are responsible for that, they get nothing. In fact, this bill, there was actually an amendment in there to add resources to some of those agencies, and the Democrats, every single Democrat voted against those amendments that would actually have resources to protect our homeland.
Yeah. Mayor Keith, you're running for Congress. And now a lot of people are running on the fact that, like what we're hearing that Mark was saying in our last group, was that you got to tie the Democrats to Joe Biden if you want to win this one. Now, this is something nobody likes. The IRS. They have the power to reach into your bank account, take your money without a warrant, without any of the due process that you normally see from any of the other agencies. They can just do stuff that makes your life a financial mess. Now, that said, this message going into the midterms, I don't know, we have a couple months before we get there, and they're going to go to the midterms saying that, yeah, we raised your taxes, we hired more people to enforce those taxes, and by the way, we're taking all your small businesses and turning them into government employees.
My opponent goes one step further, and he says this is funding the police, hiring 87,000 IRS agents. And they've repeatedly ignored the border. This is not 87,000 agents to enforce the border. It's not money for 87,000 police officers in our cities that are being overrun. This is 87,000 federal IRS agents, my opponent says, is increasing the police to go after small businesses and taxpayers. Make no mistake, that's who they're coming after. And they're coming after law-abiding citizens and ignoring crime. This is what the Democrats are running on. This is what Biden is running on. This is what my opponent is running on in the congressional race.
Yeah, this last 2 years are the greatest juxtaposition of Republican and Democrat policies that we will probably ever see, at least in my lifetime. But Mark, Border Patrol, even when you were funded by President Trump, you were there. Right now, they're being defunded. They're having resources taken away from them. But yet, the IRS just found time to buy 5 million rounds of ammunition for who knows what. How does this make you feel?
Yeah, I'm frustrated. Look, and I think most Americans are finally waking up, Carl. I'll give you an example. Because of this administration's open border policies and the unprecedented flow of illegal aliens we've had, in some areas, 80 to 90% of Border Patrol resources are pulled off the front line and relegated to administrative duties, hospital watch, transportation, and processing, leaving our borders wide open. So that's what's so frustrating. The Republicans tried to introduce an amendment to add Border Patrol agents to the national security mission that they have. Every single
Right.
Democrat voted no, but they voted for 87,000 IRS agents.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, you're just outside Chicago, one of America's most deadly crime-ridden areas. I mean, it's more deadly there than it was when I was in Iraq. I mean, could the federal government find better ways to use this funding? Oh, I don't know, like put people in jail who actually are arrested?
They certainly could, and I can tell you right now, we have a federal program that the money expires in September that's been effective. It's called the Mobile Response Unit, and it's for mental health professionals to be able to be called into scenes, and it's reduced involuntary committals by 35%. This has actually worked. And then the funding is going to go away, and we have to find funding somewhere else, which is typical of the federal government. Whenever they have a program that actually works, that we could fund, they pull the funding away.
It's crazy. Well, Mark Morgan and Mayor Keith Pekau, we appreciate you being here today.
Thanks, Carl.
Thank you very much.
J.P. Morgan's CEO is warning that an economic hurricane is coming. Are you preparing? If you don't do anything, your 401k could be a 201k, and that is not good. So call our trusted friends at Lear Capital. For 25 years, Lear has helped investors own gold to protect against market chaos. It's a good thing. They can help you too. Get your information and up to $15,000 in bonus IRA gold. Just call this number, 800-880-4300. That's 800-880-4300.